Frank's pickup rumbled in the driveway as I zipped the last duffel bag shut. It was a cold Thursday morning, the kind that promised clear skies and good tracking conditions. The kind of day you looked forward to when planning a 4-day hunting trip. I kissed my wife, Maeve, goodbye at the front door. She wore that soft cotton robe I got her last Christmas, her hair still wet from the shower, smelling of honey and jasmine. She smiled, that familiar lopsided grin that used to melt me. But this time, something felt off. Her hug lingered for just a second too long, like she was hiding something she didn't want to say. "Be safe out there," she said. "Always am," I replied, brushing her cheek with my thumb. Frank popped the tailgate as I walked out, revealing a meticulously packed truck bed. He'd been ready since 5 a.m. "Put your rifle here," he said, tapping a hidden drawer just behind the cab. We loaded my gear in silence, then climbed into the cab. As we pulled away, I glanced back at the house. The door was already closed. The drive to the cabin took 3 hours. Frank kept the conversation light: football, venison recipes, the new insulation he installed at the cabin so we wouldn't freeze our balls off this year. The cabin had once belonged to his Uncle Bob, but now Frank managed the property. "I put in a satellite dish last summer," he added. "TV, internet, the works. Just in case we want to stream something or call home. No cell signal out here. Spotty at best. But WhatsApp works fine over Wi-Fi. You wanna call Maeve later?" I shook my head. She doesn't expect much contact. I like the quiet. We arrived just before noon. Frank unlocked the cabin and turned on the generator. It smelled like wood and dust, familiar and grounding. That night, after a dinner of canned chili and beer, I sat reading a John Sandford novel while Frank messed with his laptop. Then it happened. "Oh crap," Frank muttered. I looked up from my book. His face had gone pale, eyes locked on the screen. "Double crap," he added. "What?" He hesitated, then turned the laptop toward me. "You need to see this." It wasn't a news site. It wasn't an emergency alert. It was a dating profile. My wife's dating profile. My throat tightened. There she was, Maeve. Smiling. Flirting. Wearing the green blouse I bought her last Christmas. The one I'd never seen her wear in real life. "Frank, what the hell is this?" "It's one of those hookup sites." I swear, I was just scrolling, looking at profiles for fun. And then I saw her. I read the tagline, "Daddy's girl wants attention." My stomach turned. "Could be fake," Frank said. "Sometimes they steal photos." But the writing, the way she phrased things. Inside jokes. Phrases she'd whispered in my ear. It was real. We stared at the screen in silence. My hands clenched. My heart thudded like I was tracking a buck in the brush, quiet, focused, ready to strike. Then came the worst part. She wasn't just looking for anyone. She was looking for me. Or someone who looked like me, tall, lean, dark features. She described me to a T. "Frank," I whispered. "She's cheating on me." He looked miserable. "I'm so sorry, man." I wanted to scream. To drive home right then. To burn the house down. But instead, I breathed. And I planned. We hatched the idea over 2 more beers. Use my photo. Pretend to be a match. Arrange a date. Catch her in the act. I didn't want revenge. I wanted truth. I needed to see it. To know. Frank tried messaging her. She responded. "Friday night or Sunday afternoon," she typed. "You free?" We'd taken Friday and Monday off work. She thought I was gone until Monday. "Let's ruin her weekend," I said. Frank hesitated. Just don't go in guns blazing. No promises. We got home just before midnight. There was a car parked across from the house. A red Hyundai. Not hers. Not mine. Frank drove past, then looped around to the alley behind my house. We slipped in through the back gate, quiet as ghosts. The bedroom light was on. I peeked through the window. There she was. With a man. Laughing. Touching. Kissing. I nearly kicked the door in. But Frank pulled me back. Not like this. Not yet. We retreated. Parked in a grocery lot. Planned the next move. Get proof, Frank said. Then destroy her in court. I nodded. My jaw tight. My world cracking. The hunt had changed. No longer for deer. Now, I was hunting for the truth. And I was going to find it, no matter how deep it was buried. The next morning, Frank and I drove to a car rental agency. I picked a neutral sedan, unremarkable, forgettable. I didn't want Maeve recognizing it if she looked out the window. Then I opened a separate bank account, transferred just enough to cover myself but not alert her, and began setting up digital safeguards. I changed passwords, pulled sensitive documents from the safe, and placed a small, discreet camera in our bedroom, hidden between my old baseball caps on the top shelf. The lens peaked just enough to catch the bed. Frank and I tested the feed. It uploaded photos to the cloud every few hours. Then we planted a trail camera in the living room, facing the couch, with motion sensors. We'd know everything. Every face. Every lie. That night, we sat in Frank's kitchen, eating microwave burritos and drinking tequila. I stared at my phone. Text her, Frank said. What do I say? What you always do. Be normal. He typed for me, hey babe, we got here safe. Weather's good. We'll be up early for the trail. I'll text again later. Zoxo, Matt. He hit send, then tossed the phone in a makeshift Faraday cage he made out of his gun safe. She'll think the signal's bad. I laughed bitterly. She'll be busy anyway. The first round of photos came in at midnight.